computer starts making... Yeah, my computer starts making sounds like it's about to try and take off, so I'm a bit concerned when that happens. But yeah, we just made it silver 3 by beating Boros Aggro, despite the fact that they actually killed the first 3 creatures I played. Sorry, the first 2 creatures I played, and then a Planeswalker. But, you know, what can you do? Only got to attack once, which is a little tilting. That is a bit of a problem with Golgari. By the time you've taken control of the game again, it's like, yeah, this game is over, and your opponent just goes, yeah, cool, concede. This is a mulligan. Great mana base. Shame about basically all of the spells that we can cast off of it. This one's a bit more reasonable. We've still got some problems with it, obviously, and we're going to bottom that. There's no point playing out the Llanowar Elves. We're not ramping to anything, so. Yeah, is it Drake's? Is it Phoenix's, in fact? Glad I've got Vrasa's Contempt in hand. Let's play out the Seeker Squire then. You can stay right there. See, this is it. The number of decks that regularly beat Is It and Jeskai in game 1 is... There are no decks that just do that automatically, like that are good at that. Okay. I think we're going to Assassin's Trophy that, actually. I know this sounds completely crazy, but I think this is the game plan here. We do this, and then we play a Llanowar Elves. And we play the Llanowar Elves afterwards so that they're not tempted to go and get, say, a Mountain to shock it. I mean, this is it. The other way to go is just go, yeah, all right, I'm just going to play Drakes. And I think I will be playing a Niv Mizzet version of Drakes. Okay, hardcast Arclight Phoenix. Interesting. Come on, get on with it, opponent. Okay, opponent didn't want to get on with it. That looks super suspicious to me. Did the Phoenix version of the deck play Dive Down? I don't really remember it doing so, but I could be misremembering. And obviously, it's possible that the person should put it in their deck, even though it wasn't what used to be played in that version. I think we kind of just priced into trying this. All right then. Oh, one of. Yeah, I mean, doesn't shock me entirely. Opponent scrolls to the top and draws. Opponent bins an Opt and a Tormenting Voice. That's kind of ominous. Opt for their third spell of the turn. Chart a course, discarding an Electromancer. One Phoenix makes its return. They didn't attack last time. They are this time. I'm sort of wondering if I want to just Chupacabra that away just to put a Chupacabra on the battlefield more than anything else. I think I do. I mean, I'm pretty convinced my opponent has the ability to get this Arclight Phoenix back whenever they want to. Oh, that's painful. If that had been an untapped land, we'd be in a really good spot right now, because we could Chupacabra and hold up the detection tower to beat a dive down. It looks like they don't have it though. Of course, if they have another Drake, we are just dead here. Charting some courses. And we don't even have them dead on board, unfortunately. And we're dead. Cool. Opponent's clicking through the discard. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I think we made all the right decisions. Yeah, this is a keep. 2-3-4 hand. Yeah, we'll keep that. I'm actually going to play out this swamp first. Might obfuscate what's going on a little bit. Okay, mono white weenie. It's actually what I wanted to build. Like, I kept looking to see if I had the pieces for like a Boros or a white weenie deck. Carney T, you say? This hold is very odd. Graveyard with you. Clear off birds. It's I can't work out how to make the gargoyle spread his wings as he knocks the bird off. Oh, that's a shame. Kind of want to play the Seeker Squire rather than the J-Lot Ranger, because there's a possibility that the J-Lot Ranger isn't going to get big enough to actually like make blocks. And this I don't care about putting in front of a 2-1 for 1. Oh, I don't think we want to ramp our opponents. History of Benalia. Chapter the 1st. Knights! Chapter the 2nd. More knights! Chapter the 3rd. Dead now! Challenge Arena. Look at that dinky little horn. One might go as far as to call it a snub horn. Sorry. Am I meant to kill this Boros challenger? Like, we've now got the Assassin's Trophy as a backup removal spell, which I guess if I'm pointing it at an Aurelia, that's not a problem. No point attacking, actually a lot of point holding back to block. Knights! Huh? I mean, I suppose if you're like, I'm not going to get any better targets for this removal. I mean, I think you're wrong, but okay. We're looking for a 6th land here, so the next turn we could just play this Carnage Tyrant and smoosh our opponents. I find finality would also be acceptable. Why not both? Oh, thought it was passing turn. So, the fine finality actually puts my opponent in a really weird spot. They want to kind of just attack now because, yeah, exactly. Because they're like, well, if they finality away my board next turn, then that's pretty rough, right? But what I've got instead is a Carnage Tyrant, which makes attacking look really bad. But because neither of these creatures are going to survive for a finality, I'm fairly happy to just trade them both off. Bang. Simeon, how do you feel about dinosaurs? Because I feel pretty good about them. It's a shame, actually. So I saw the Mnemonic Betrayal art, like the animation, and I was like, oh wow, that's amazing. What a shame no one's ever going to cast that card. It's like, that cast will get such a small fraction of casting over basically everything else. I'm going to just finality and make my dinosaur real big. And then punch him for 5. Like, this isn't a board that I have to finality, but at the same time, they can block my dinosaur enough to kill it. So... you know, if my opponent had held a card in hand, I might not have even attacked. Fear of Settle the Wreckage might have kept me from attacking. Yeah. If they, oh yeah, I suppose if they yeah, and they did have 4 open last turn, and I still just attacked into it, didn't I? Yeah, maybe that's a lie. Maybe I would have just done it anyway. Well, okay. Yay! Run it back. I think we can keep this. I'm actually wondering if putting the 4th Wild Growth Walker in the deck is worth it now. Just because in best of ones, everyone's feeling like linear aggro decks are the way to go. Okay, now we need a second black source for this Choops. Choops! Oh, okay. Or we're up against Just Go Control. Play the land in case A, because it lets me attack with the 1/1, and B, in case I have to beat a counter unless X. Syncopate. Yeah, you can stay right there against Just Go Control. You haven't seen a preponderance of aggro yet? Huh, interesting. Interesting. I will punch you for 1. 1! Fear my lackluster beats. Yeah, you're right. Like, I've seen a couple of aggro decks, but not a massive number of them. Can't beat a Syncopate. Don't think I want to. Is it just Vivian Reed? And I hope they don't have it. Nah, it's got to be Jadelight Ranger, surely. And I can beat a Syncopate if I play this Forest first. No, I kind of want to just Jadelight Ranger. because I think they've got to sweep the board anyway, so they'd really rather not counter this. Okay. We didn't hit a tap land, but at the same time, I still think that line was the correct one. Get him. I would be very surprised for no board wipe here. Pretty surprised by that, to be perfectly honest. I think this is Vivian Reed's turn then. Vivian Reed, tick down, shoot this thing. Their ways of answering Planeswalkers are medium at best, so I think getting a Planeswalker down there is probably the best plan. And we're also, I think, mostly just going to sit on this Carnage Tyrant until they at least show me the first sweeper. You know, we got 6 power on the board. Gotta get. Oh, he's gone. To shreds, you say? Let's have a look. Alright, Memorial to Folly is a pretty good hit there. Alright then, we're just going to send here. I am loving these little symbols down here. I think they're great. Sure. We'll leave that on the library. It's not fantastic, but it's something. It's a spell to cast, so we'll leave it. An opponent? I don't know. Obviously, they didn't have double blue up, which is weird. Maybe opponent just doesn't have a counterspell, which means their hand must be flush with removal and wraths. I'm basically planning on only playing the Branch Walker this turn if I can get away with it, because that will put lethal on the board, I think. Yeah, that should put lethal on the board. Forcing them to do something, because I'm pretty convinced that a Star of Extinction's coming down this turn. Ah, well, there we go. There's the Deafening Clarion. With expansion, just so that it kills the Wildgrowth Walker. Wow. That's pretty lols. Well, you got more for me, Vivian? Another Memorial to Folly. I'd rather have the spare Memorial to Folly so that I actually have one when they blow up my first one. I am now going to Carnage Tyrant. Like I say, I'm pretty certain that they've got the response to this, but make them have it. Gotta get him. Gotta get the Scorpion. Gotta get that. Yeah, he's gone. Ooh. Land number 7 is tapped. Opponent doesn't have it? No way. I mean, this could easily be Settle the Wreckage. Come on, next Carnage Tyrant. Midnight Reaper. Alright, well that's a good one actually to hit. I'm pretty convinced about the Settle here. Okay, well I'm gonna play only Midnight Reaper and then a tapped Overgrown Tomb. I'd rather keep up the Memorial to Folly because obviously I want to have the ability to activate it if my opponent foolishly points their Star of Extinction at it. And I would like to have the capability to end step, get back my Carnage Tyrant if they don't. And if they just not regularly raff the board. And also I get to draw 2 cards here. So this all looks like upside to me. I enjoy playing against control decks. There's a lot of interesting thinking that goes on. Okay, you are literally Dobbs right now. Cool. Family's going a little bit nuts tonight. I suppose we did cast a lot of creatures, yeah. Let's get another pack. I always feel like leaving up 1,000 gold in case we want to dive into a random event, but come on, wild card's handy to get hold of. Ooh, Expansion Explosion. That's a real nice one to have. I reckon that's going to see more play next season. Let's run it back. Green Matt 0001. Thank you for that follow. That helps out a lot. We are now 1 follow away from affiliate, so thank you very much for that. We're going to keep this. We're looking for some black sources, obvs, but turn 1 Land Rolls into turn 2 J-Lot Ranger is a thing that I have trouble turning down. Okay, opponent is double blue, opt. Is this mono blue tempo? Or is this is it deck that's having a bit of a hard time? Oh, I really want you, but you're going to have to go in the graveyard, I'm afraid. And you. That's really annoying. I need black sources. Okay, it is an Is It deck. They were having a little bit of a slow draw off the mark, but okay, apparently we're just playing mono green tonight, so that's a thing. To the graveyard with you. So what have we had? 3 draw steps and 2 explores, and still no love. This could get dicey. This could get really dicey. We might be forced upon our Assassin's Trophy at the first threat, which is really not something I want to do. This might actually be... Oh, come on. Can't believe I'm about to do this. That's the line. We need lands. We need black lands. Come on, deck. You know the really annoying thing? At this point, I'm close to have been able to have cast that Vivian Reed I put in the graveyard. Okay, well there's a J-Light Ranger at least. At this point she might as well stay on the library. We're just going to play mono green beats, apparently, in our Golgari list. I shouldn't have played that second Merfolk Branchwalker there. If our opponent kills our Llanowar Elves... Okay. Does opponent have the dive down? I'm going with yes, but I still think Vivian Reed tick down is correct. Oh, you know what we can do? So we miss out on a potential 5 damage, right? Which is not a small chunk of damage, but I am basically convinced that they've got the dive down at this point, or the spell pierce, which means offering that trade first was correct, because if it's dive down then I cannot attack with anything, and if it's spell pierce, well, we're back here again. It's spell pierce. We really need a black source. And this is why best of one is wrong for ranked. Opponent did not flip the search for Azcanta. I was kind of considering that in this deck. These decks, they don't actually. I think I know who that is. Thank you very much for that follow, and it's really helpful. We're there. That should be the last follow we need, and we should be getting affiliate. Yeah, we're best of one at the moment, which is... bleh. It's not right. It's not how Magic is meant to be played. And we are dead to any 2 spells next turn. Like, any 2 spells that put themselves in the graveyard, or an Azcanta putting a spell in the graveyard next turn, just kills us. Because despite this being turn 6 or 7 and us being on the draw, yeah, exactly. I'm just going to concede. Despite this being turn 6 or 7 for us and us being on the draw, with what, 5 explores, couldn't find a black source. Just could not find a black source. If you don't want to climb ranks with the deck, don't climb ranks with the deck. Like I'm sort of doing it. I won't say out of spite, but I want to do it so that I can say, look, I'm not saying that best of one is wrong because I'm not good at it. I'm saying best of one is wrong because best of one is wrong. I want to get as high as possible and then just be like, this should not be how we do things. We're going to keep this. We're on the draw. Oh, smeg. Okay. Memorial. That was a good draw, actually. We'll get Seeker Squire down. Oh, this is the Electrostatic Field version. Okay, well, this is interesting. This isn't going to be the way I thought it was going to be. No, not that one. That one. Memorial to Folly is not a basic swamp. Graveyard. I hate doing that. Oh, okay. Huh. Then exile the rest. Okay, well, I guess I'm taking 6 here. Decline, you can have that. I will take that, and then I'll take that. We really could do with a Merfolk Branch Walker here. Not a Merfolk Branch Walker, a Wild Growth Walker. This, no, I totally agree, Simeon. This might actually be the best deck to climb best of ones with. To the graveyard with you. Library. Kill that electrostatic field, I guess. Yeah, like out of the sideboard, I would probably be doing things like grabbing Duress. If anyone's got their Wild Growth Walkers in the sideboard, they're definitely grabbing those at this point. So yeah. Message sent. Rah. What you got for me, Oppo? Okay then. So this is going to put me to 2. Yep. If we'd hit a... even if we'd hit a Wild Growth Walker there, we wouldn't be good. That's interesting that they're not blocking. Still got to do this though. Okay, well done. You get muted. When they have it, they have it. I wonder how many of the bits of that we've got. Because that deck looks insanely good to grind out ladder with. Simeon, could you do me a favour and find a list for that deck, please? The Sword Point Diplomacy deck. I think I'm missing a fair chunk of it, unfortunately. We might have to turn some of our diamonds into, our gems rather, into... I think we can keep this. Our gems into packs was what I was thinking. I think we can keep this. We've got a turn 2 play. We're on the draw. Yeah, I think this is keepable. Okay, mirror match. Currently we are silver 3, I think. Well, that's actually a pretty good hit. Get some value out of it. Yeah, silver 3 is where I think we've ended up currently. Jade Light Ranger? Ooh, nothing. Interesting. We're going to leave that on top. We've got a fair amount of action over the next few turns. A removal spell's not a terrible thing to have. But yeah, so the idea is tonight we're planning to reach gold. Chuppa Chups? Yeah. Seems good. Do I offer the trade here? Don't think it massively matters. I think we'll leave it. Our opponent might be playing Edict effects in their deck, and we definitely aren't. So and we're about to go, hopefully, Vivian Reed into Carnage Tyrant, which would be excellent to do. And obviously if my opponent lands a Planeswalker here, we get to Assassin's Trophy it. More to the good. Pass to attackers. Yes, yes, yes. I am basically convinced that my opponent's got the Wraths of Contempt for this Vivian Reed. So if we could get a land out of this, Memorial to... No, we just played a land. A tap land. Yep, told you, Wraths of Contempt. Thank you for telling me before I make my decision about what I'm getting off the top of my deck. Guess we're taking this Woodland Cemetery then. Land 6. Chupacabra is not that big a deal. Branchwalker is not a card at all. An opponent didn't offer the trade with the Chupacabra either, which is kind of weird. But I suppose if I didn't attack, I'm not willing to trade, at which point they're trading 2 damage for 3 damage. That's an expensive 2-2 you've just made there, opponent. That's really very interesting. Carnage Tyrant this turn. Next turn we've got Vivian Reed plus Assassin's Trophy. Although, given my opponent's play, I'm relatively convinced that they've got a an Edict effect in hand. Probably the 3-2. What's his face? Playcrafter. That's the name of him. Because otherwise, why did Vraska just drop down? Reaper. Yeah, of course. I mean, this is actually kind of excellent. If our opponent doesn't have the Edict effect right here, we get to Finality away their board and still kill their Vraska, which is perfect. And we get to do it before. Yes. Excellent, excellent. Finality away their board before they play the Midnight Reaper and still attack Vraska for 5 here. Nice. That was a really nice turn. Fine Broker getting back probably Vraska, I would imagine. And yeah, I've still got an answer for her in hand, so I don't feel too bad about this actually. Oh, Chupa Chups. That's intriguing. I'm wondering if I want to play the Vivian Reed. I'd be forced into Assassin's Trophying something away if I wanted her to survive. Because any other creature that I can find to use as a blocker is just going to die to the Chupacabra. Okay, well, we're going to attack, I think. I think we're fine with this. I think we're actually fine with this. I should have obviously done this before I played my land, but oh well, that's actually super handy because now we can play that and not have it look a little bit weird. Thanks, Simeon. I'll have a little look at that. I mean, is there any chance that it's on your Goldfish account? Because then I can just import it into here. If it's not, don't worry about it. Okay, Wildgrowth Walker, interesting. Chupacabra, also interesting. Kill my Llanowar Elves. Sure. Now, do we kill the Midnight Reaper? Oh, okay. We're not killing anything then. Ooh, J-Light Ranger. That's a good hit. After I've just drawn Wildgrowth Walker. Should probably have done this post-combat. Should absolutely have done this post-combat, but what can you do? That was me being a little silly. Leave you on top of the library. Play the land that they know about. Swing for the hills. Oh yeah, we're killing this Midnight Reaper. We're not letting our opponent try and draw cards. You shall draw one, sir. I mean, they did just get like a 3-for-1 for that, basically. That's annoying. Decline. Don't actually need any more lands. Do need the second Carnage Tyrant, or do want the second Carnage Tyrant at least. Okay. So we both have a 3/5. The difference is I also have a 9/8. I think they're still dead, right? Trample over for 4, deal 3 off the Wildgrowth Walker. Yeah. Yeah, cool. Basically exact seed them. Thank you, Simeon. Good guy, that Simeon fella. Let's have a look. On Arena. There's like 11 rares in this deck, of which a fair number of them I'm sure I have. Nope, that's not the button I meant to push. Common, rare. So that's 4 rares missing. 7 rares missing. Unfortunately, I only have 3 at the moment. We might be opening some Inksaland packs in a bit. Actually, I've got one right now, so let's go to the store and see if we can just randomly mize into one of these things that we need out of Ixalan. I think this is the first Ixalan pack I've actually opened. Nope. That doesn't go in our red-black deck. Oh well, guess it's back to Golgari. Yes, no, thank you very much for the reminder, Simeon. I had completely blanked on that one. And this is the last week we're recording before Christmas, isn't it, as well? No, I had entirely forgotten that we were recording on Monday this week. We're up against Pain! Where's Panic? Yeah, we'll keep this. Yeah. Then we're recording on the 8th again of January. Just trying to get it all right in my head. Oh yeah, we should do a review of the year. Yeah, we should do a review of the year. You're right. Pain and Panic reporting for duty. Yeah, I'll figure out what I want to say. There's obviously the last few weeks have been fairly news intensive anyway. Okay, is it Guildgate? There we go. Come on, either J-Light Ranger or another 2-mana Explorer right off the top. Just any Explorer off the top would be great here. Screw you, opponent! I was going to get to do broken things. Well, I was going to get to gain some life. We currently have 5 mana sources. You can stay on top of the library. It's at this point my opponent finally turns around and goes, "Shock your Llanowar Elves," and I never draw land number 5. And then I die. I mean, we could talk about that. We can definitely talk about that, Sim, yeah. Am I meant to kill this Search Res counter? They didn't shock my Llanowar Elves, which I kind of feel like would have been the play as soon as I show you a Carnage Tyrant. Yeah, I'm just going to kill that. Now, I'm not 100% on that, obviously. That's a... Holy hell, that's a big Durgan. Right, land off the top. well, that counts. Am I meant to, like, finality this Verix Blade Wing? I feel like I might be. I mean, or I just drop a Carnage Tyrant and go, what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? Keep punching them for 7 every turn. Yeah, actually, no, let's just play a Carnage Tyrant. And then next turn, let's just play another Carnage Tyrant. Yeah, but keeping the Viv is like... She's fine, but I would lose my Branch Walker and my Llanowar Elves. Send in the clowns. Like, what is opponent going to do against 2 Carnage Tyrants? Yeah, exactly. They were only playing their 6th land next turn. They didn't even have the ability to, if they had it, yes, rank up, silver 2. If they had it, play the Star of Extinction. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Ooh, okay. Yeah, let's run it back. So yeah, keeping the Vivian there was like secondary, because how exactly are you racing against 2 Carnage Tyrants when you don't have the ability to sweep my board? Oh, this is so close to being good, but if we draw no green sources, I mean, I think we keep it. I think it's still worth keeping. I mean, we go first, which is a bit of a shame. But this hand is way better on the draw. Anything that isn't a green source is going in the graveyard. That will do. Four colours in 2 lands. Interesting. I'm getting the very distinct impression that this is not a game where me having Wildgrowth Walker is going to matter. Graveyard with you, I need another green source. Oh, it's Grixis Dragons, but it's got white in it. I'm very confused. Yep, that will do. At least we get to discard a Wildgrowth Walker to this Nicol Bolas. Oh, I called it wrong. And a Charter Course. Interesting, interesting. Again, I'd rather just play the J-Alert Ranger to get lands. This is the problem that Alex was pointing out with the Wildgrowth Walkers. Yeah, that can stay on the library. There's the Nicky B. Wildgrowth Walker can go away now. I find your dragon contemptible. Please don't have a dive down. Yeah. I shall now put you to 6 and lethal next turn. Oh, they have settled the wreckage. I mean, that's fine. I'm okay for lands. Oh, okay, they just have Rasted Contempt. Hmm. Actually going to hold this Wild Growth Walker in case of Nicol Bolas. It's good protection against being forced to discard. Occasionally you just curve out and kill your opponents. So Simeon, you said you were at Silver 1 earlier, didn't you? Conflict Diamond was just asking. 800 gold. That looks like another pack of Ixalan. Should have gone to the store. Ooh, the next one's a mythic. Not that that actually helps us get the deck we're after building. Entrancing Melody. Another excellent Magic card that I think is going to see more play over the next few seasons. Ixalan had a fair number of those. Like, just kind of sleeperish cards, because obviously we were still under the Gaius of Kaladesh. I mean, how long did it take us to work out that Rampaging Raptor was completely busted? It's an awkward keep, but it is a keep. But as I pointed out at the start, Simeon, actually you can get to gold by just having a 50% win rate. So, and I know I've done slightly better than that, but it isn't much better. Selesnya, Simeon. Wild Growth, Swamp. Next turn we get to go Wild Growth into Branch Walker, which is pretty cool. And look, Simeon, like, I still think it's not a good Game 1 deck. Like, I don't think Golgari is a good Game 1 deck. That all being said, it's still the deck I want to play. It's still doing the things I want to be doing. Let's see if I can move this microphone about. Sorry, we've got some humming noise is coming through. So let me see if I can fix that. Give me a moment. I need to sort out a stand for this thing. I should have ordered it today. No. It's better, but it's still not good. Okay, I'm going to need to make a game action here. Yep. Clearly, Simeon, that is the solution. Vanguard. Annoying, but I have -X, -X. Oh, that wasn't even Simeon saying that. I'm used to Simeon trolling me like that. Wow. That's me trying to do two things at once, read chat and also... Yeah, the audio cleanup that goes on through the course of the show is very important. We could have done with a black source there, it has to be said. Maybe I should have binned that finality. But we're now one land away from it just completely obliterating our opponent, so... I think that's better, right? Like the audio hiss should be lower. And I also can't trade off this or block with this Lana or Elves either. Because I need to do it next turn. Because opponents had quite the draw. Fortunately, they don't quite have enough to flourish me this turn. But it's a close run thing. Yeah, cool. Don't exile my Lana Elves. Don't exile my Lana Elves. God damn it, they exiled my Lana Elves. I was going to say, surely attack with all is correct. Taking 8 here. No, 12 here. Ugh. And we're dead. I could only save one of these Wild Growth Walkers with a finality anyway, so... A black source here, an untapped black source, so that we can Chupacabra that, I guess. Never mind. Yes, hooped is how I would describe that, Simeon. Oh, Sim, I guess you probably didn't actually... Is this a keep? I think this is a mulligan. We're on the draw. We've got a scry. I think we can keep that. No, I'd rather just have an explore creature. We've got double green already. Another Assassin's Trophy is not actually what we want to see, especially up against the mirror. If they go aggro against us, we just die. We might just be dead here. Simeon, I don't know if you've checked the podcast episodes on YouTube. I was looking for some feedback from you at some point. So I have it on auto pass, and yet it's telling me, it's like forcing me to think about resolving things. It's like, the point of auto passing is so that my opponent doesn't know I've got an assassin's trophy in hand. Fortunately, opponents just been drawing extra cards off of these Merfolk Branchwalkers as opposed to making them big. This hand has gone really poorly. Well, I'd sacrifice from those 2 ones. Oh, okay. Well, here, have an extra land. Well, at least we drew the 5th land. I was a little bit worried that we were going to get to turn 5 and shift click the button. Okay, well, that's weird. Okay, that's something. And my Vivian Reed doesn't automatically die, although she totally does, because my opponent has all of this removal that they've got built up in their hand. Blech. I think yeah, we'll take the land rolls. Like, we've got land number 6, it'll be fine. Okay, interesting. If they just play Carnage Tyrant now. Oh, no. We aren't necessarily dead. And guess we'll just do that. Ah, they're playing the Izoni version. Okay, well, we really are just dead. Let's grab a Merfolk Branchwalker. Still not necessarily dead. I think I have to take the J-Light Ranger here and just throw out 3 extra blockers, basically. Which is super annoying, because obviously the Carnage Tyrant is how we win this game. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay. They've got enough to get back the freaking Chupacabra. Oh, if I'd taken the Llanowar Elves, we might have been alright. Because I could Assassin's Trophy this Memorial to Folly. Or one of the attackers. Library. Yes. Okay. Actually still not dead here. And we are going to Assassin's Trophy that Memorial to Folly right now. In case instead they get back the freaking Izoni. They had an Izoni. Wait a minute, how much am I attacking for if I Ultimate Vivian here? 9 and 3 is 12, and 5 is 17, and 5 is 22. And they have 7 attackers, and so we die. That's annoying. That's annoying. We nearly had them. We nearly had them. Despite our atrocious start, we ultimated a Vivian Reed against them. And the fact that they played 2 Izonis against us as well. Post Wrath. Post Finality. That was pretty incredible. Mulligan. Yes, they keep. Yeah, we've got a lot of explore, but we've also got a fair amount to do in the first few turns, so I think we're all right. Get him! Get him! Oh dear. I'm going to regret this keep, aren't I? Let's see if they want to give up their 1-1. I imagine they do. They should. Yeah. I think we need that Vivian Reid. Well, that's just annoying. What are they going to play for 2 that I could possibly want to Rass's Contempt instead? Because we're definitely Rass's Contempting this turn. I don't think there is anything, so I think I'm going to take this Viashino Pyromancer away. Well, smeg. At least we're not drawing them, I suppose. I'm going to take the Woodland Cemetery here. We don't need the Detection Tower against Mono Red, so. Oh, what? Oh dear. Finality. Nope. Chupacabra is actually a pretty good start here. Yeah, that'll do. It's a spell. Dang it. Come on. Okay. We've actually got a fair number of ways of getting out of this. And we aren't just dead because we left a spell on top of the library anyway. So, Wildgrowth Walker. Another Ravenous Chupacabra. I'll take it. Yep, that works. Opponent's got a lot of outs to just kill us, though. So, yeah. Ooh, no attacks. Does that mean we're meant to ultimate Vivian Reid? I don't think it does. I think we're meant to go digging for an Explorer here. That one works. Do you have it? Nope, they don't have it. We got there. Oh, I should probably have attacked with the Tubes as well. Never mind. That's one Cheney boy. Now we ultimate the Vivian Reed. Gain 12 off of a Wild Growth Walker. Ultimate Vivian Reed. You die? Oh, chat, actually, you could super help me out. Is the Deckmaster app working? Like, when the game is going on, is the app, like, showing up the cards that you can hover over? If you could check that for me, that would be great. Is that it again? Nope, not working still. Okay. Twitch pub sub messages not sending successfully. That's what's going on. Okay, I'll need to look into that. Yeah, we'll keep this. No, I know vaguely what the problem is. I just don't know how to resolve it currently. I'll go and look for the solution after this stream. I'm pretty happy to just slam a Wild Growth Walker. Oh, it's control. Oh, then I'm definitely happy to slam a Wild Growth Walker. It's not going to do a great deal against the opponent. I thought we were up against Is It Drakes again, where it's sort of a thing that you want to be doing. Oh, okay, that's a Drake. Guess we are up against Is It Drakes. Okay, well, that's annoying. Merfolk Branchwalker or Lanner Elves this turn, or Midnight Reaper this turn. Next turn, Merfolk Branchwalker double Lanner Elves. Oh no, single Lanner Elves still. I think it's Reaper. While they're out of counterspell mana. Could have done with a removal spell there, but what are you going to do? Meanie. Forgot about Seal Away. It's been a while since I've had to play against it. That's a lot of cards we've got in hand now. I mean, 2 of them actually do something, so... Contempt on the Drake or Contempt on the Rowl, or ignore them both and play the freaking Carnage Tyrant. Contempt double lateral elves is a line. I think it's Carnage Tyrant. I think what we're doing is next turn we're finalitying to clear this Enigma Drake away. Yeah, I'm not super interested in that elf. And then kill the Row as well. No, I think I disagree, Simeon. I think I need to get this Carnage Tyrant down and start doing things. Their best Wrath effect at the moment is the Meteor thing. But if they've got just a normal... that's real good for us. That's really good for us. This line is going to work out so nicely. Oh, and there's a spare finality just in case. And they've got no blue mana up. Love it. Well, that worked out just fine. Tiffers! You're getting contempted, my son. Or not. That's not mana for Seal Away. Sorry, Settle the Wreckage. I think I'd rather hold Contempt for late. Oh, no. No, I'd rather... No, we need an answer to the Niv Mizzet when it comes down. Is there anything worth getting back? No, my best creature's on the battlefield, so... Yeah, I mean, so my line worked out really well because my opponent played right into it. But if they'd had more blue mana, it might have... yeah? I was like, Seal Away still targets, right? Oh, good draw. I was like, this feels like a waste of the Vraska's Contempt, and at the same time, I'm still going to do it. Yeah, opponent's off it. Opponent's had enough. Silver 1. We made it, folks. Nice. Silver 1. Right, I need a quick break. I need a glass of water, so I will be back momentarily. Right then, we are back. Let's get back to it. So yeah, 3 more wins in a row and we'll be there, which would be nice. Yeah, this is a keep. You've got turn 2 and 3 kind of locked down here, and then hopefully we can bridge into 5 and 6 mana. Got no interaction, obviously, a little bit of a problem, but I think we're mostly fine here. Ah, dang it. Opponent is off to a marginally better start than us, but that happens. They're off to a lot better start than us. Oh, they've got no hide Ferox. Oh, okay. Well, my lack of targetable removal now doesn't matter as much. I was going to say, you're 1 land off it. You're definitely keeping that on top. Oh, here's a 6/6. Oh, no, here's a Khan. That's also bad for us. -1 with nothing to get back. And is attacking. I don't understand. Yeah, my opponent's turn was just weird. I mean, I'm sorry for them, but at the same time, we are not going to let up. I mean, you say we have a little interaction. We've got 2 Assassin's Trophy. We've got 3 Vraska's Contempts and 3 Ravenous Chupacabras. You know, that's 8 spells in our deck. That's more than 10% of our entire deck that interacts directly with our opponents. I personally think that was the line before even the Khan. I'm going to say no blocks here, because next turn I'm going to play this Vivian Reed and force my opponent to try and attack into me to try and get some level of value going. Chupacabra is a good one though. Because we will have the mana to turn off No Hide Ferox. Oh, of course he couldn't cast Khan if he played No Hide. The Khan shuts it down. Yes. For the same reason my opponent would have to pay 6 mana to Vraska's Contempt this Vivian Reed right now. Okay. Alright. I mean, it's a little odd that my opponent's playing Khan in a No Hide Ferox deck. Looks like they're looking for land number 5 here. I'd leave that on top though, yeah. Totally. Oh no, please attack with the 4/3. That's the only thing that's big enough to take the finality counters. Yes, yes, do it. Oh, and they're just coming right at me. Oh. All day I will block. Ooh, J-Lock Range is a good hit here. That's going to put our Wildgrowth Walker outside of the range of this finality. And our opponent's been missing land drops. So I think we get another turn. Yeah, we get another turn here. Third Vivian Reed. She's better than a random card. So, yeah, we'll take that. Actually, oh no, they might know about this forest. I can't remember if I explored into it. No, there's no point finding those at the moment. J-Light Ranger, under the bus with you. The bus, I say. Yeah, I think we just Chupacabra away this 6/6 now, don't we? See what we hit here. Yeah, that I totally agree, Ben. The Carnage Tyrant or opponent's off it. The fact that in MTGO there is a kind of weird system where the players that have revealed to the cards that have been revealed to the game state are remembered on both sides, and yet on Arena you have to remember what you revealed to your opponent. It's like, this is a thing that exists in your older client, and yet you haven't implemented a method of showing it here. Deep Root Waters, that's cool. I actually watched a bit of Jeff Hoolan's stream last night, and he was playing a Sultai Merfolk deck with the Deep Root Waters, and I was so happy about that because I played Deep Root Waters in Limited a couple of times and just thought it was completely insane. I mean, my decks were pretty nutty anyway, but I did have turns where, you know, you have the river sneak out and your opponent just goes, well, I can't block that thing, I guess it's getting through for however much, and you're like, well, here's a Merfolk that puts a counter on it, and also I'm making an extra Merfolk, so that's 4 power this turn, and I'm going to do exactly the same next turn. Yeah, keep. Oh yeah, the I'm gonna show everything twice thing was so tedious. You have to like click through individually to get rid of the ones that you're already seeing again, and yeah, I know. Oh, interesting. Do we reckon we run out the Midnight Reaper, or do we go Memorial to Folly? I think we go Memorial to Folly Wildgrove Walker. Yeah, I'm not saying in any way, shape or form that MTGO did things like that right, but you could tell what you'd shown your opponent. I was pretty happy to run out the Wildgrowth Walker there for the fact that I haven't actually got any Explore creatures in my hand. This is not the scariest draw from a Drakes or Phoenix deck that I've seen. What is this? What is this better preordain? This seems insane. What have they been binning? Oh, just extra lands. And an extra Electromancer. Wow. Opponent has had an absolutely insane hand. Like, look at that them cantrips. If they'd had a Phoenix, that would have been completely bonkers. Think I'm okay trading off with this. This Electromancer. This Electroman. Wow, that red is really hard to read on my browser. Hey, the Minnesota. I'm a little bit surprised they took that trade, actually. Yeah, we'll have the tubes. We still haven't got any explore creatures, so second Wild Growth Walker, not as useful as you might imagine against a deck that can just kill you out of nowhere. Ladder Elves makes these opening hands so insane sometimes. I can't believe I started cutting it. Crackles, even though they saw me put a Choops in my hand. That's interesting. That's real interesting. And I have a Vivian Reed on board, but Viv's just going up. I can play the Branch Walker this turn. So I kind of want to take that. Is that right? I think it is. I think it is. Bye-bye. So the thinking there was... yeah, you can stay on the library as well. The thinking there was... If I show my opponent a J-Light Ranger and they've just been holding on to a way to kill the Wild Growth Walker, they're going to point it at the Wild Growth Walker, and then I get nothing. So I might as well get at least a little something out of it. And with Vivian Reed already on the battlefield, I feel like I'm pretty happy to just go slightly longer. Yeah, the Carnage Tyrant was really tempting. The problem is, though, these Crackling Drakes are completely insane. Like, they can get really out of hand. I mean, we're going to take a J-Light Ranger this turn, even though we are definitely not casting it, I don't think. I mean, we could, and then we could attack with a Wild Growth Walker, but... Or we could just play this Carnage Tyrant. They ain't blocking, so... And they're doing nothing else as ground creatures, so I might as well just send them in for some damage. Should have done it pre-combat. Pre-Carnage Tyrant. But... Let's not worry about that too much. Yeah, that is unfortunately the correct one to block. Possibly I should have just sent in the Ravenous Chupacabra, like just alone, because it's either 2 free damage or they let me recur it later on. We're actually a little bit short on green sources, so... The line with Vivian Reed there was definitely non-obvious, and I can totally see an argument for just ticking her down to kill the Crackling Drake as I Chupacabra the other one. The fact is, a Vivian Reed on 8. Oh, it is. Yeah, no, the Drake's deck has overtaken the Phoenix deck. No one plays Drakes anywhere. No one plays the Phoenix anymore. Or very few people play the Phoenixes anymore. Certainly at high levels like GPs and things. It shouldn't be counted out, but at the same time, Entrancing Melody mainboard, you say? Glad I didn't make that bigger now. Okay, dive down so that they kill my Vivian Reed. Okay, reasonable, reasonable. What is the chances of them playing a Star of Extinction? Like, in the abstract. What is the likelihood? And does it actually matter? So, opponent could play 2 more spells, a Crackling Drake, and a maximised velocity and I would be dead. But if they did that, they'd use up all of their mana. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, and I've got no spare land in hand, unfortunately. Okay, well that works. The chances of them killing me next turn. Chance of them killing me next turn is pretty slim, I think. Don't really need you. Definitely don't need you. Oh god, no. Have they got it? They have to have a land, 2 1-mana spells, and a maximised velocity. Or a shock and a maximised velocity. And then a dive down to protect against my Assassin's Trophy. They now can't do it unless they play 2 spells pre-damage. Because they need the red for both shock and maximised velocity, which means I'm actually safe here. Because I left up the Assassin's Trophy. But definitely that Vivian Reed should have ticked down to kill the Crackling Drake earlier. That was dumb. That was really dumb of me. I think they're still awful. They were absolutely atrocious. I think we're gonna trophy away one of these people. They were absolutely atrocious previously, so I'm kind of assuming that they still are. Okay, I think they're just dead here, aren't they? 3 tramples over. Taking number 5? Yeah. No. Ooh, okay. Was wrong. Okay, they do still have Phoenixes. This is unusual these days. Most of the time. And why are you opting on the end step if you have Phoenixes? Unless your hand is just mono spells. Okay. The only real way they get to kill me this turn is with a Drake and a maximised velocity. I'm at 22. All the Phoenixes in the world aren't going to save them. he says confidently before 2 Phoenixes come back from the graveyard and my opponent has the ability to block. Yeah, okay. But we got a Ravenous Chupacabra in the bin, don't we? Yeah, we do. Let's get back a Chupacabra. Kill this Wild Growth Walker. Attack the Carnage Tyrant. Opponent doesn't have enough toughness to survive. So even if they have a removal spell for my Llanowar Elf here, which is still the only way they would have survived. They had the removal spell for the Llanowar Elves. And now they don't have enough toughness to put in front of the Carney T, and so they die. All good. We'll have a look at them once we're done this. We'll go and check out the reward scheme. If it's the Sword Point Diplomacy deck, we were actually just discussing that. We think it's going to be excellent in ranked. Simeon, could you relink your current list from Goldfish? We were considering playing this. Let's have a look at Kibler's Giant Monsters. So you always get 100 gold, but to get the entry fee back, you have to go 4 and then 2. So yeah, more normalized, more distributed towards the middle. Like, sorry, no, yeah, not talking correctly. More. If you have a fairly 50% run, you'll get something at least, but you have to go really high to get your entry fee back. So you always come away with something, but coming away with enough to re-enter is expensive. But I think that's the entry fees come down. I think they used to be like 1,000 gold. I think it all used to be double. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Can't remember. Let's just play some ranked though, shall we? One more win. One more win and we're gold. Yeah, I get that, Sim. I do. Mulligan. Mulligan. Keep. Bottom. Okay, this is Merfolk, and we might very well just be dead. I think there is a chance to get mythics from it. Yeah. Yeah. The random cards. I think they've got a 15% chance to be upgraded to a rare or mythic. Alright, well that was a good hit. We could have, if we could do one more green source, if we could do like just a basic forest. I'm not. Actually, I tell you what, I would take an overgrown tomb and have to pay 2 life. That is not what I would like to see though. So again, Merfolk just killing us because we stumble, and again, a linear aggro deck doing well in ranked because it's best of 1. This all feels basically how I'd expect it to feel. Ooh, Forest. Nice. J-Lot Ranger. Okay, so we got another land. I think we graveyard that. I think we're still looking for just more lands. If they have a bounce spell here, I'm sad. Because I'm dead. Or a Wire Trap Weaver. That also works. Cool, I am dead now. Yay! This is true, Simeon. That was our first mull to 5, I think. Maybe our second, but still. The deck is definitely being kinder to us. But I mean, out of the sideboard, normally I'd have access to like 3 more sweepers at low CMC. Doesn't matter what they are, whether they are... come on! That's better. That's more like it. It's not great, but it's more like it. Yeah, we'll keep that on top. That works. That just sorts out our entire mana base. Okay then. I wonder if this is... No, if this had been Boros aggro, that would have been untapped. I was going to say, this is definitely Jeskai control, right? Get the Scorpion, get the Scorpion. Gotta get the Scorpion. Got the Scorpion. Essence Scatter, yeah, of course. Oh, well. Okay. Actually, taking pain off the Woodland Cemetery next turn doesn't even remotely matter, so... Troops! I know that a lot of these lists now run... intriguing. Now run the Phoenixes. I still think running the Tubes out there with no knowledge of what their deck is like is correct. Of course, if they Phoenix me now, I'm going to feel real sad. Oh, no, I'm not, because I'm just going to Vivian read them. Jade Light, let's see if we can get the counter spells out of the hand. To the graveyard with you. Alright, and we hit a tap land, which is good. That was why we did that. After, yeah, Chemist's Insight, of course. Refill. Oh, thank you. Thank you for this gift. Om nom 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 nom. I mean, it's not quite as accurate as Ravenous Chupacabra eating the Crackling Drake, but I'm pretty certain Vivian Reed has eaten some really weird animals. Like, she's the explorer, she loves going out and finding weird new creatures, so I'm sure she's eaten some of them too. Okay, J-Lot Ranger's a pretty good find there. Carnage Tyrant's a better one though. cool. Thank you for not exiling it. We can find finality back. That and Chups, I guess. Let's take this Midnight Reaper. Carney T and Chups, just to have another way of interacting with any creatures they might play. Here's another Carney T, or the same one again. Enjoy it. Oh, okay, fair enough. Another one you say? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I haven't got quite enough to play him again this turn, unfortunately. Let's find another one off the top. Nope, not quite. But a Memorial to Folly is a pretty good hit. I think the J-Light Ranger is the correct play over the Midnight Reaper there. Teferi, hero of being an absolute pain in my arse. Carney T, back in hand. Yeah, I suppose Evolving World is acting like a fetch land, doing the land thinning thing. Yeah, as a historical character, he was also a pain in the arse in the back when. See if we can find another Carnage Tyrant. No, no, just a Merfolk Branchwalker. I don't know if I meant to whack the Teferi. I think I meant to just punch them in the face. I will not be missing Teferi in October. I personally think he is entirely too powerful for standard. Okay, bouncing my Vivian Reed. Interesting, interesting. Cleansing Nova. Okay, I'll draw 3. If we could draw a Vraska's Contempt here, that would be great. Oh, well, there's another Vivian Reed. Well, there's a Vraska's Contempt. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, well, we've got enough to Vivian Reed and Vraska's Contempt, but we haven't got quite enough to also get back the... what would you call it? That was what I wanted to hit. Yeah, he's absolutely broken, and I totally get playing him because he's broken. But yes, we're gold! Gold, I say! I like gold. Got there. a machine to torture Khan. Huh. I did not know that. Simeon, I just found 2 Carnage Tyrants and they let me draw a bunch of cards. Yeah, I know. But the only things under them were like a Branch Walker and a Jadelight Ranger. And digging for another Carnage Tyrant, way more important. Carousel Freebooter. I think, unfortunately, I've got 4 of those already. But that's a good one to hit. That is a very good Magic card as well. Right then, we're gold. So I'm going to end the YouTube recording. I'm going to take a quick break, get some more water. I've rather gone through mine, I think. And then we will be, I guess, playing some more gold. Oh, thank you, Simeon. Yes. No, I'm quite happy. It's like I say though, a 50% win rate would have got me here eventually, but the fact is I got here relatively quickly, so that's not too bad. Right, yes, we're gonna take a short break, and I will be right back with some more water.